That's right. It's another late night, which means it's time for another reach into the Just Giggle It grab bag, and tonight we're pulling out. Oh wow! Oh boy! Look at that waft of steam coming out of this bag. What do we got? Oh my goodness! Three's a crowd. Indisputable fact. What do you know, kids? Three's a crowd from Just Giggle at Home, Episode 4. What do you know?
Hey, Dragon. I was thinking maybe we could spice things up on the podcast. Invite a third person onto the grab bag. What do you say?
Ew!
There we go. There's the response I was hoping for.
Oh God, yes. Sick and wrong. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what you signed up for when you became my co-host. You knew that.
Oh, I did. There was no there's no like if there was a contract, it was like Wonka size towards the bottom. Anyway.
Oh God. All right. Okay, so yeah, Dragon. This is arguably one of the shortest grab bag sketches that we've ever covered. I mean, I'm sure we've covered maybe statistically shorter than this, but this is just kind of like a quick in and out, just kind of like, hey, here's a quick setup to a joke, here's the execution of the joke, there we go. And so in that respect, Dragon, I mean, I don't think this is bad by any means. I just don't think there's that much to talk about with it. Granted, I something to compliment about it. Of course, we've been tracking not just Jenny Tran, but also Darryl Delany as well. And of course, them being a real life couple trapped in quarantine kind of was a theme of the JGI at Home content. And unless we see them again in the final sketch of JGI at Home, Drake, which I don't remember if we see them together or not. This is a good way to go out with them. They are in that together?
Well, I mean, they're in it. I don't know if they're together, but I mean, I think they both pop up in it.
Okay, well, regardless, if they don't pop up together in that, then this is a good way to kind of cap off the arc of them being in sketches together. So it's a quick one, but it's entertaining nonetheless. It's not anything that's going to light the world on fire, but that's kind of the appeal of the of JGI at Home, is that it's all good, fun content. It's it's not anything that we can take too seriously.
Yeah.
I will say, Dragon, I am kind of a prude when it comes to sex comedy, and so this maybe subjectively isn't my cup of tea.
Okay.
I think that Handsy Man was basically a more classy version of kind of pulling off the subversion of the sex comedy trope.
It's quite fun when you think about this one. Yet again, the war of Tran v. Hinson is stoked yet
Right.
again. The members there, because we have two in Just Giggle at Home. We have two very kind of innuendo based sketches.
Exactly.
Basically, we have these these two subversion based these two the JGI signature left turn akin to a subversion by Handsy Man or this. So again, to communicate the continuing battle of Piper Henson feel a little threatened by Jenny Tran, perhaps. I don't know, in this fictional setting, of course.
Drag, I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little bit. I am rather proud of the freeze frame I chose for this.
Yeah, I rather did. This one obviously this one would be hard to find freeze frames for, as folks can probably imagine. That would be tastefully, chosen.
right. So,
but honestly, this was probably my favorite part of the sketch too. So I did.
Sure. All right. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna go by super fast. Let's just dive right into it.
Well, before we go any further, just to make sure we get in there, Tiki, it's been officially confirmed. We're on tomorrow.
Yeah, so, Harley Quinn, baby, and Dragon, we are on the Just Giggle It channel for the first time since the Joshua Thomas interview, I believe.
Yeah, which, depending on who you ask, happened or not.
Right.
Point being, of course, we did a record. We interviewed Joshua Thomas on Just Giggle It. Didn't quite it kind of got locked in the JGI vault, so unfortunately, it's not really a repeat quality. But if you were there, I mean, you remember where you were when it happened, folks, because you were there or you weren't. So maybe one day we'll see it. We'll see it again, but right now, not so much. But this, you have a thing of a different color here. We're talking Harley Quinn, like Joshy Boy and Tiki over here. They finally finished Harley Quinn recently, season 1, and we're going to discuss it on Just Giggle It. So, folks, it's going to be 11. It's going to be 11 Eastern. It's going to be 8. It's going to be 8 Pacific Standard Time.
Indeed.
So join us live. Of course, certainly, comments being brought up, I'm sure will help direct the conversation. We're going to be going through the episodes, and it'll be a lot of fun.
By episode, yeah.
You're kind of covering the highlights, as it were, like not an in-depth kind of recap. And don't put it past us after that Freakazoid video, kids. But no, we're just going to be going over the highlights and kind of the talking points of the episodes, and I guess whatever the folks kind of bring up within the comments, perhaps as well. So. It's going to be a lot of fun talking with the guy behind Harley Quinn and the Joker versus the real world. So a guy who's written Harley Quinn versus the other guys who've written Harley Quinn. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's get started on this.
Sketch written, directed, and edited all by Jenny Tran. You're probably wondering, out of all the remaining sketches on the Just Giggle It Grab Bag from JGI Home, why this sketch? You're wondering. Well, folks, we're doing kind of a Mulan-centric week this week. And what I can say is that, we figured what a better way to tie into Mulan than, Jenny Tran has played Ping in Disney Princess.
Yeah, why not?
A little bit of that. And also, we have the extreme femininity meets extreme manliness, so it just seemed like gold.
That's true. All right, so we get Jenny Tran coming in a, in a lacy nightgown. Hey, Darryl. And then Darryl just, looking up from his, whatever he's doing, he's like writing in a notebook or something, and he's just looking up like, hey, whoa.
So I love Darryl writing, by the way. I just love that. And again, I love that we're starting a line here. Where again, this is like maybe a kind of we're not saying it's heightened per se. Like I don't want to suggest like these conversations have or have not gone on. I don't know. I don't want to make those assumptions. Not our business, not our place. But I just like kind of seeing the intimacy. Darryl's just writing in bed, and Jenny comes along with an idea. So yeah, I love the fitting music.
Idea, Darryl. I was thinking, yeah. I'm sorry, fitting music, yeah.
Fitting music sets the tone quite nicely, and just again, like we're setting the road for the left turn, so to speak. Hey, Darryl, whoa, doing some writing. Jenny's crawling on the bed all seductively, and she's got a little idea to shake things up in the bedroom.
What
is said idea?
And then Darryl Delany just has a gross kind of like a great kind of like ew cooties kind of reaction to it, like ew.
And of course, the music just immediately stops. Like we put brakes on the car, we've skidded off to the left. You're like, wait, what? So again, So then talking about the comedy as we tend to do in the grab bag with JGI, we have the JGI subversion followed by progressively the dial up to 11. Kind of a really well edited kind of sequence coming up there as we keep dialing it up to 11. The old Spinal Tap approach to the comedy. Sure. Also, we got some in the comments here, Claudia.
Oh, hey, Claude, how you doing?
Harley Quinn got renewed.
Harley Quinn got renewed for season 3 as well. Yeah, Claude, I will link that podcast on Twitter so you can go ahead and watch it live. I will link it for you. All right. So, anyways, let's see. So Darryl kind of launches into just like the think about it.
So we have these graphic yet comedically censored points that Darryl makes in succession.
I'm not a fan of the ball sacks, Dragon. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not a fan of the ball sacks. I know that they're comedically censored, but it's still kind of gross out for me. What's weird?
Here's what's weird. It's that doesn't gross me as much as another bit within the sequence.
Okay, fair enough.
But that's what I'm saying. Here's the thing. I admit. I gotta give them points there. They're really effective because again, they're throwing something really ridiculous at you. In that, okay, we have the ball sacks, which essentially are kind of these puffy looking treble looking items. Like one's like kind of sheepy. The other one's just kind of like I don't know. It's like a tribble or something.
Yeah, right. I can't describe it.
I know, it's that thing. I don't know what I can't describe it, but that's what I'm saying. Because you can't describe it, and we have these icky, squishy sound effects. It's like it lands, and that it lands too well. That's the problem. It shouldn't gross you out, but it does.
All right. Does the toenails thing gross you out? Is that what grosses you out?
Yeah. It's because of
The
the sound
interlocking
effect.
toes.
Yeah, the interlocking and Jenny. Okay, so the other thing that's really gold within all this, Jenny Tran's how we cut to Jenny Tran's reaction comedy. That's what's perfect about this. Just Jenny Tran expressive reactions, like hers, like given our unified reaction, like oh god, when he's talking about the laced feet and everything, the 20 unclipped, like nasty,
12
four hairy legs.
give or take 6.
And of course, the old men sometimes not so much like a 6-pack. It's more of like a keg sometimes. So
Right.
and of course the stubble rub. We have the two shafts duking it out. And again, I gotta admit, they're not saying it here, but I'm going to assume Ken Armand took the good prosthetics with him during his sketch. Took the good prosthetics, but no, I do like the makeshift quality of the items. It seems fitting with the earlier ball sack thing. So I'll give him points for points are due. So then we have the money shot.
Yes, the money
That's
shot.
a poor choice of words, given what we're talking about here. But we have the really funny part.
Bookends.
Yeah, the bookends. I love again, just so kind of comedically censored here. Where you Jenny
Great
Tran,
physical comedy with Jenny Tran,
how,
man. Great. Like she does just a great kind of like flailing her body around.
Absolutely, just great. And he's just getting bounced all around with him, kind of like the high five and pose. It's really fun. Just getting bounced about. So again, it's clever, but also gives a civil demonstration of the not so flattering nature of a real threesome. Someone's gonna be caught in the middle. Ain't gonna be fun for them.
Yeah, I got to admit, Dragon. Not to, I'm not. I've never been. I've never understood the appeal of the threesome.
Neither have I. Neither have I.
I'm
not one for the threesome myself. I just don't see the.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So anyway, so then Jenny's had enough here. Okay, time out. Jenny says like, no, I meant again the whole root of the comedy here being Darryl earlier. He said basically it's like misunderstanding comedy. Darryl he's misunderstood that no, it's not another guy in the threesome. He's assumed like it's going to be 2 men, 1 girl. So no, I meant with another girl. Says, oh, my bad. And then he sticks the landing here. Hard pass. He just goes back to writing. So goes back to his writing. I love this mystified Jenny Tran look off to this. It's like, what?
That's perfect timing. Perfect timing. Perfect cut. The ending, I think, is the strongest point.
Yeah. So the moral at the end here, and I really appreciate this moral, it kind of speaks to kind of our vague viewpoint on the subject, is that again, men shouldn't need excess. One woman is enough. Nay, the right woman is always enough.
Damn right, you're goddamn right.
It's kind of nice. It's kind of a nice kind of a moral to add to the piece within the comedy at the end. So we don't need excess, guys. It's like I want a whole harem. Like no harem, okay? One woman is enough. The right woman, okay.
All right. So final thoughts, Dragon.
All right, final thoughts. Again, it's fun to see JGI get back in the relationship comedy. They've kind of pioneered in many respects. I mean, look at One Night Stand being kind of a chief example. I mean, we've seen Robostitute. We've seen kind of great strides in that on JGI with kind of these great kind of observational kind of like what ifs with the relationships. Like, what if someone turned down the threesome and gave really good rationale as to why? And it's kind of back with a vengeance. And also with. We look at how much Darryl and Jenny Tran did with, as JGI at Home has demonstrated with little resources, how much you can really do when put to test. Because this looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Also, just to shout him out, because I meant to do that earlier, Lee Page is the third in the threesome, too, by the way.
I was wondering. All right, good. I'm glad you got him in there.
Right, so it's also a little bit of a PSA with the moral, which is quite nice. It's quite funny. It's got an edge, but it doesn't go over. I respected that. It doesn't go over the edge.
All right. Take us out, Dragon.
All right, folks. So again, tomorrow, Wednesday, we're talking Harley Quinn live on Just Giggle. Let's see. You won't find us here. You'll find it there, but maybe eventually you'll find it here. But let's just go to it live, folks. Go to it live tomorrow, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. Okay. Well, that does it for now until the next exciting reach into the Just Giggle grab bag.
Ew!
Bookends.
Laughing at my sister because she wants to form a harem. I'm just saying, if you really love me, you would share 'em.